What's up, guys? It's time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price is going crazy within the last couple of days, and more people are asking me, is this the bottom? Do we have to expect Bitcoin to now pump to a new all-time high in a couple of weeks? Or is there a big chance, or even the chances are bigger, that we are going to correct more to the downside to the $18,000 to $21,000 level? Guys, I will show you exactly today with the charts. I will also give you an update on my trades. As you guys know, I'm still right now here starting to build up a swing trade long position, and I will explain to you exactly during this video, also with the help of the charts, why I am doing that right now and what we have to expect from the Bitcoin price within the next couple of days, weeks, and also hours. So stick till the very end. Make sure to subscribe, activate the bell next to the subscription button, and also, guys, don't forget to leave a comment down below. This supports me the most. But now, guys, let's not talk too much. Let's just jump right into the charts. On the weekly time frame, there has been a huge accomplishment for the bulls. We had a massive capitulation that I was talking about in my last videos. I already told you guys that as soon as we are closing a weekly candle below our very important uptrend support here on the weekly time frame, that we would see most likely a big capitulation candle retesting at least the 11-year support. And exactly this happened. I closed all of my short positions now after we retested this support, and I'm now actually going into long positions once again. Why am I doing this? I want to show you on the smaller time frames, but guys, stick around till the very end, because I have to say I'm still more bearish than bullish, and this will probably surprise you after the things you are now going to see on the smaller time frames. Because on the daily, guys, we bounced very heavily with a good amount of support, all looking good. On the 4-hourly, we even have a big potential head and shoulders pattern forming here right now for the Bitcoin bulls. I mean, if this breaks out, we have a very bullish breakout target of actually the $36,000 level, which for sure is a very strong is a very strong pump back into the $30,000 levels. The only problem is, and guys, you know how it goes, we are always waiting for one very important confirmation, and this is the break above the 0.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And this, I mean, we have to be for real here. The 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level is still very far away from our current price. It's exactly at the $39,000 level, which is not even the breakout target of this beautiful potential inverse head and shoulders pattern that I just showed you on the smaller time frames. So I have to say, before I flip bullish in any kind of way and I start trading a bullish narrative in the markets again, I want to wait for a break above the 39,000 or also the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And this is because, guys, I know that most people will probably now be absolutely amazed by this perfect bounce of our 11-year support that I have in the chart since the beginning of the year. Not since the beginning of the year, since the beginning of last year, actually. Since, guys, as you guys know, we have been trading the 11-year support and the 11-year resistance for quite some time now already. Now, the only problem is that on the resistance, Bitcoin almost never broke above the 11-year resistance with a weekly candle, as you guys can see. But on the support side of things, it looks a little bit different, because as you guys know, on the support side of things, capitulations can always happen, and that's why actually short scalp trades are most of the time a little bit easier to accomplish than long trades, at least in a bear market, since sell-offs are always very extreme. And what we have seen in the past here with the history of both big bull markets in the year 2014 and also in the year 2017, both of the bear markets after these bull markets bottomed out at the exact same area. The first area they bottomed out is the 11-year resistance here in this slightly darker green tone. And then the second is the 200 weekly moving average, which also gets retested in every single bear market. Let's go up here a little bit. As you guys can see, the bottom again, the 11-year support, and also the 200 weekly moving average going up. And again, the Corona dump, we saw a massive dump for a short amount of time below the 11-year resistance support, but we bounced from the 200 weekly moving average. So far in Bitcoin's history, we have always bottomed out with a combination of the 200 weekly moving average and the 11-year support that we have on the weekly time frame. And where are we right now with the Bitcoin price? Interestingly enough, we are right at the 11-year support, but we haven't retested the 200 weekly moving average. And in the history, we have seen that Bitcoin likes to actually wick below the 11-year support for a very short amount of time, in the case that it still needs to retest the 200 weekly moving average. And these wicks were not small in the history of Bitcoin. We have here a 27% correction below the 11-year support. We have here a massive 41% correction below the 11-year support. And one thing that we are seeing here right now is, first of all, wicks normally always get closed by candle closes. So if we see a wick like that, it's very likely, just from a pattern perspective, that the price will actually retest the support with a couple of closes. We normally never bottom out with just with a wick like this, at least if it's exactly at support. A wick normally only is a sign of a complete bottom if it wicks below the support and then still the candle closes on top of the support. So normally on a bounce, we normally see at least one close exactly at the support or right above it at least. So this is not only it, right? Besides this, I mean, a lot of people are probably already jumping into positions again, FOMOing into the market, and so on and so on. And that's why I think for the big players, it is definitely like it has been in every single bull market, and then in the following bear markets, it has been like this every single time, is that we see another wick to the downside. And this wick, in my opinion, can bring us down to the 18 to $21,000 level, because that's also the price range where we saw our old all-time high in 2017 in December, and this is also the price where we are around. Now let's check the percentages, right? We've seen in the history of Bitcoin a dump below the 11-year support of around 27 to 41%. And now let's take a look, keeping in mind here that now the markets are way more mature, they are way bigger, and so on and so on. Where's this tool actually? Where's this short drawing tool? Okay, am I? There we go. Okay, sorry guys. Let's just take a look here, and we have to say that looking at a 40% dump, I mean, it would bring us down to $15,000. I don't think this is very likely. The market is already too mature. We have a lot of big players actually getting liquidated at these prices. For no big players, it's interesting that the price goes there. In my opinion, not even for the big exchanges. In my opinion, it's not interesting. What is interesting is I think a drop up to the mid 20%. I think this is something we possibly can see, just because this dump here was a Corona dump. We had a Black Swan event, that's why it was so big. In general, we normally only see like a 20% dump below the 11-year support. So I expect a maximum of $18,000 for the Bitcoin, and that's also where we'll place some long swing trade, long orders, because as you guys know, I am in this long trade and I'm going to scale it up. If the price goes down to the $23,000 level, I will just scale this trade up. I will just double the position size and I will move my liquidation price all the way down to the $16,000 levels, because for me, there's just no reason to rush in any trades right now. In my opinion, there's no reason to rush in any trades, because the market, even though we bounce from the 11-year support, I mean, this is not how a bottom looks like. A top can consist of a single wick to the upside. A bottom normally looks a bit different if it's not a Black Swan event. Normally a bottom takes some time, because people lose on the top. People have FOMO, and then it just blows off at some point, because just there's too much artificial inflated money pretty much in the market that people will take profit. If we are dumping at some point, especially if we're falling below the $25,000 level, the majority of the market is in a loss. There's not really an interest in selling anymore. So there's only like then big people that understand that's the bottom accumulating, and then still people selling because they just stop believing in it. And this is why a bottom normally is more of a rounding bottom, at least on the bigger time frames, right? We don't really see like the V-shaped recoveries on the very big time frames normally, because that just takes a little bit more time if we are talking about the big market cycles, like a full 1.5 year bull and bear market, for example. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, smash up a like. Let's reach 1,000 likes like we do on every single video. Don't forget to comment down below. And guys, I will go outside now. I will enjoy a little bit the rest here of the sun because I'm right now in Croatia. Greetings to everyone that is in Croatia. I have a very nice pool here on my balcony. It's very, very nice. And guys, I will now enjoy the time a little bit more here outside because, like I said, nothing too crazy to expect right now. We can just take a little bit of a break of all this action, which is also sometimes very, very beneficial, at least for you guys' mental health, because crypto can be stressful. Guys, see you soon. Bye-bye.